He's still holding on to. So guys, left hand is on the menu again on East versus West 15. This time, Betkili Oniani, the 95 kilo left hand champion, will take on the 85 kilo champion Oleg Zhokh. This is a rematch from East versus West 2. So it's been good 13 events in the middle of this, which is crazy how far we have gone. I think they pulled at the start of 2022. East versus West 15, November 2nd, so next week or this week if you're watching. Don't miss it, very big match. So Oleg has an opportunity to become two-division champion. Oleg Zhokh, before we go to the match of the past, Oleg Zhokh, before the accident, I don't think there was anyone who would disagree that he was the greatest left hand, pound for pound, or even ever that we have seen. Very close to his accident that happened and took a life of his father and Andrei Pushkar, he was already beating everyone on left arm. I think he won Andrei multiple times, all the others in Moldova, and I think also in Kiev event. So very great things were ahead of him. Then he got injured and he had to kind of redo everything again. And I think since then, when he returned, he has lost maybe one time in WAF World Championship to Talgat Aktayev. Then all the other years, even this year, he's the European World Champion and East versus West Champion. On East versus West stage, he faced Betkili Oniani. Wasn't an easy match, and we're going to talk about it a little later. But then he faced David Adikyan. David was much heavier and very easily disposed of Oleg Zhokh there. And then he faced Avtandil Tutberidze in an epic match on the left arm. If you haven't seen it, go rewatch it. It was really great. Avtandil, probably one of few guys on the left arm that is already close to the senior world-class level and being just junior. This year, having absolute death match versus Sasha Andreev in WAF Worlds, in European Championships. So, yeah. And he's facing Betkili Oniani. Betkili lost to Oleg, then returned, beat Talgat Aktayev very easily, and then 4-1 took the belt from Artem Tainov, which was also a great match, but showing how strong he was. If you look at Oniani now and back then, he looks like completely different arm wrestler. He's much bigger. He has big frame. It's written down that he is 1 meter 90 centimeters, and that could be true. I really don't know, but he's very tall arm wrestler, and he was always competing 75, 80, 85 kilos. So now he's 95 and even bigger, maybe close to 100 kilos. So this time he's putting his belt on the line to get a rematch. It's a very tough match for both of these guys. But if we rewatch the match that happened before, I think Betkili increased his power levels significantly. Like, he's much bigger. The way that he disposed of Talgat Aktayev was crazy. And then the way he beat Tainov was even crazier. So this match is definitely worth it. And I actually believe Betkili Oniani is the favorite in this one. Oleg Zhokh, with all the attributes he has, he's still not the same shape he was. And yeah, I'm very excited to see how this goes. So in their first match, round number 1, Betkili won on fouls, and then all the rest of the matches he lost. He got a good initiation, he went sideways, but almost every time he lost his hand. He has very long forearms where he can snug this part of his hand in and kind of stay there in the match, but he was always in a bad position. He wasn't in a good position. I do believe this time it's all going to change. His power is looking absolutely immoral, and I think he wants to get this victory back to show. Of course, he will have the weight advantage, but also Oleg's hand isn't from 85 kilos. Like, his hand is from somewhere 100 kilos, 110 kilo class. That's how big his hand is. If you haven't seen it in real life, it's it's a spectacle for sure. So it definitely in my eyes kind of evens it out. And I think everyone who can get a victory somewhere close to Oleg's weight is very impressive, and definitely somewhere close to the absolute top of left-hand arm wrestling. It's still, Oleg is like, the accident happened and it is what it is, but he will forever be known as the shape he was in before 2018 or 2018. But we're living in a different age in arm wrestling, and I do believe he's still improving. And I talked to him and he said like he had to relearn all the ways to arm wrestle, all the things he does, because he said his arm is different. Like he has to do different things now and prepare differently and arm wrestle differently. So definitely that will come in account. Where do these guys stack up with the rest of left-hand greats that are on this card, like Alejan, Ivan, Morozov, Vitaly? I don't know, but if Betkili Oniani wins this decisively and continues to hold the title at 95 kilos, I would love to see him try to go against Alejan Muratov in the future. But right now, this match, I think it's a great match, very exciting. I think all arm wrestling fans are excited for this one. I really want to hear your thoughts. How do you see this match? Where do you see this match? Will Oleg be able to take Betkili's hand, or this time Betkili's wrist will hold up and he will have the side pressure advantage as well as press advantage? I do pick Betkili as the favorite. I think he has more chances in this match than the one before. He showed up in amazing shape versus in his last two matches, and nothing but impressive. And he's always been nothing but impressive. I know him very well since 2000, if I'm correct, 16, 17. Him and Vlad were having, in 2017, they had two finals, both one in junior and one in senior men, in Europeans and in Worlds. And Betkili lost in qualification all the time and beat in the final Vlad every single time, which was a very long match. I think the whole matches, you can fit like 15 minutes of the matches just for one competition between those two athletes. So very exciting to see him. Let me know your predictions in comments below. Stay strong, love arm wrestling, don't miss East versus West 15.